Hi, Creative Sisters. It's Kimberly of His Palette, and today I am just doing a quick video to give those of you who saw my session on the Armor of God Bible Journaling Conference today um, to give you guys some ideas on how to go about decorating the actual prayer cards that you're going to put inside your prayer journal made with envelopes. Okay, so here is one, and then here's another one. So, just for some basic ideas, I wanted to show that you don't have to decorate it and make it all blinged out like I normally do. You can do something very simple. And so I cut the cards down to size so they would be the same size as the envelope pocket. And then basically, um, on the cards, I have a stamp set that's all uh, prayer statements and things of that nature. And so I just stamped those on there and then something on the very bottom here related to prayer. And that is what I did on all of these. So you'll see, like this stamp I got from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. I don't recall where that yes and amen came from. I think it was Illustrated Faith a long time ago, but I'm not quite sure. This also is a Sweet and Sassy stamp. And it's just, it's just a plain card with some kind of title stamps to go on it. And then you would obviously write your prayers on this side. You can write them on this side. And then, actually, I'll show you that with the next set. So you can do them really plain like that, keep the decorating to just the outside of the prayer journal, or you can get a little bit more creative. So this is also a envelope prayer journal, and so what I did with this one, let me kind of show you, is they all look like this. They all have this liner, this wood liner, in the envelopes, and then I labeled each envelope what I wanted those prayers to be about. So I have my daughter, my son, family and friends, the world, and then this one is basically an ongoing list. So let me show you what I did with my daughters. Excuse me. So this is my daughters, and I had fun with some ink and some ephemera, and then on the back I just have where I write the date, whatever I'm currently praying for her, and I can always go back to it when I am trying to pray my daily prayers. This one is for my son. Oh, I'm not sure if you noticed on this one, I have a picture of my daughter and you can add pictures to the prayer cards, of, whoever, say this pocket is for, I didn't have a small picture of my son, so I just decorated with, a bunch of really wet mediums. And then again, on the back of here, I just have an area to put the date and then what I'm praying for him at the time. Okay, so I am going to show you these two. I'm going to make them for you on camera. But I did want to show you this ongoing prayer list. Again, it's pretty basic. It says prayer. I really just have this little trim as decoration, and then I'm going to keep an ongoing prayer list. Whenever somebody says, "Hey, can you pray for me?" or you hear a friend asking for prayer for someone they know, you can always just write their name on here. So when you are praying, you can take it out of here and you have a list in front of you of who you need to be praying for. Okay, so now, unlike this one, I really tried to stay pretty close to the size of the envelope pocket. These ones I wanted to stick out because I wanted it to have a more grungy mixed media look. And so I did intentionally add things that would stick out further than the envelope. So that one's, more out. And then this one's even further out than this first one. And then you can see this one as well is sticking out further than the size of the envelope. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is, sorry about that, is for the world, I think. Actually, let's do family and friends. Okay, so I just grabbed a few things that I could use. I really love the way cream or ivory looks against white. And I had this, really great die cut that I think is simple and just lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. The glue stick here. And I will grab a paper towel just so I can have something behind it so I'm not ripping things. And I'm not getting glue everywhere, obviously. So I'm going to try to do that as gently as I can. And then hopefully I haven't ripped any of the pieces off that are too important to the overall look of the die cut. Okay, I think we're going to be good. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Just because I don't like anything to be too precise or too concise. I don't want things right in the middle. I don't want things to match up perfectly. I really want it to look, my style is to look more like it was kind of thrown on there, but in an orderly way, if you will. Okay, so I have that. And then I also have some of these butterflies that I thought I would throw one of these on. Whoops. Hopefully I don't rip too much of this off. Okay. And so, okay, sorry about that. My phone was clogged with a bunch of photos and videos. And so my video was shutting off automatically. I apologize for that. So, okay, so we have the butterfly sticker on there. And then I want to title this Family and Friends to go along with the pocket. So I did find some stickers that specifically say that. Let me grab, one of these. Okay. And this is actually, what did I just do with it? It's from Illustrated Faith. Okay, let's see. So I have family, and friends. And then I also found an and stamp from a different Illustrated Faith stamp set. So I'm going to grab this smaller one here. Let me see. Okay, that one says family. Oh, actually, I'm going to move it this way and have the words or the title right across there. And we'll add family, and then I'll get that and stamp. Oh, family. Okay, family and friends. And obviously you can title each of your pockets whatever you prefer. You may want to set each pocket up where you are praying for individuals, and so each of the prayers for that individual go in that pocket. As you saw with the ones for my daughter and my son. Or you can do it basically for topics, family and friends and the world and the church, maybe prayers of healing, things like that, that you could title each pocket. So this front side is basically done, and what you can do is either start a list of prayers for family and friends on the back, or I'm going to slide this in here. And then if you have anything that's raised, just kind of tuck it in there and it should slide like the other ones did. So see, and this has a raised flower and that also has a butterfly. So you should be able to tuck it. I did want to show you though that you don't necessarily have to make your own prayer cards. These are from a set of different colored prayer cards from By the Well for God. And I'm not sure if they were in a kit or if you would buy them separately. And you don't necessarily even have to get them from By the Well for God. My point here is that any kind of prayer card or verse card or anything like that you have, if it fits in the pocket, then it's perfectly fine to use. So for my family and friends, since this is very complementary to the color that I used here on the title, what I think I'm going to do is, instead of make a list on the back there, I think I'm going to write my prayers on these cards, and I'll put it in front just to show you how well it fits in there. In all actuality, I don't even have to have this title card. I just prefer it since the other ones have a title card. And what I will do with these is once I write the prayers on them, I will tuck them behind it, and I can just fill up that pocket with these prayer cards. Okay, so now we have the world. And again, you can make this as complex or as simple as you want it. I have a piece of paper cut down. I found some globe scrapbooking paper to go along with the world. And I am just going to glue it down to give some kind of, decorative look to the card. And then hopefully that'll be enough. Glue's probably going to spill out the sides, but I prefer having too much glue than too little, because I tend to not really get things stuck in my Bible when I'm Bible journaling, and they end up falling out, and I'm trying to figure out what page was this on. So I'm just gonna kind of pinch the sides, so when it squeezes out in that paper towel. Okay. And then any extra glue up here, I'm just going to dab away. And for those of you who already follow me regularly and know that I do a lot of mixed media, and so I do a lot of layering and wet mediums and things like that, you can absolutely go crazy with mixed media and the different mediums, the paints and the papers and the, and the everything, you can do that on these cards. As you can see, the pockets are pretty good at letting you add volume to the card. And so for this one, I just have the globes on there. And then I want to include, I think I'm going to do it down here. Maybe I'll do it up there, and then I'll try to figure something else out to put down here, because I'm feeling that's going to look empty. And so, whoops. Basically, these, just in case anybody's wondering, these alpha stickers are from Cocoa Daisy. I used to subscribe to their planner box, and so this was in their planner box. They have really great alphas. Well, I mean, their whole box is pretty amazing. Okay. And then, so what I mean by the world, and, well, let me say that first. What I mean by the world is really anything international. So, what's going on over in Israel right now, or really anything. It could be international, it could be national, the election. You could be putting prayers in there for. If I was going to make one of these that I was really going to utilize on a daily basis, then I would for sure add more envelopes. I'm a huge list maker and tracker, so I like to keep track of, all my things. And oops. And so I would need more pockets because I would need more sections. If you've seen any of my other prayer journals in the past, I definitely like to do it kind of on a tier. So I will do a section for my church and the pastors and leaders there. I will do one for my city, and then I'll move out, for the nation and for politics and world leaders, and just keep getting bigger and bigger until obviously I'm at the world. So I made this with 5 pockets or 5 envelopes to demonstrate that at the conference. But if I were really going to make one that I used every day, I would probably have closer to 10 pockets. But I'm a little extra. So as you can see, this totally needs something here, and maybe even right there. I think I have some ribbon or some sari ribbon that I can put across there that will give it a really nice textured look. But again, once this is complete, I can turn it over and either put my prayers down on this card or add my prayers to the pocket. Oops. And this, again, just slides right on in there. And this one isn't as far out as the other ones, but I also have it, the dimension is different. And then, of course, this one. I really like the idea of adding whatever the pocket section is to the actual liner and then to your card as well. That way, if you have all your cards out, for instance, that this one, I know this one goes in my daughter's pocket. And there you have it. So what I would absolutely love is for those of you that are creating the envelope prayer journal, I would love for you to post it online on any social media, Facebook, Instagram, and I would love to see how you decorate your prayer journals, and I would love to see what you come up with for your prayer cards. So please definitely tag us at His Palette or hashtag His Palette, and that's HISPALETTE. And yeah, just give us a tag in your social media so we can look at and, ooh and ah over everybody's prayer journals. So thank you all. Again, thank you for joining me at the conference session. And I hope this gives you some ideas to play around with for designing your prayer cards. God adores you, and so do I. God bless.